Hey Mercedes,
How may I help you?
can we be friends?
I was going to say the same thing. I was just waiting for the right moment.
Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to do a video of the cab features and some modifications that I've done on this RV. So this is a 2020 Winnebago View. The chassis itself is a 2019 Mercedes Sprinter. It's the 3500 cab chassis. It's not the same thing as the van itself. This chassis is a brand new generation. It came out in 2019 and it's called the VS30 chassis. A little bit different than the previous generation that had the shifter knob here. So this is all electronic. It has all the controls on the steering wheel. It has this large 10-inch screen. Starting out up in the front, this all-weather mat here. This is the WeatherTech brand. I don't know, you can't really, my lighting is really bad. But believe it or not, there was actually no floor mats at all that came with this RV. So I got the WeatherTech mats. It is one piece, unfortunately. It goes all the way from the passenger all the way to the driver's side. So it is very large. So if you wanted to clean it out outside, it's pretty big to take outside. But that was the only option at that time. The other things I've done is the TPMS. We talked about the TPMS on the outside, but this is where the indoor unit sits in. This is where the power cord is, and it's charged right inside here. So on the cab chassis, they do not have a built-in TPMS. It's actually not even an option like the regular van. Underneath the windshield covers, you won't be able to see it, but I do have ceramic window tint. It does make a big difference on heat during the summertime. A common modification to the Sprinter van is there's a center speaker here. Of course, with this terrible lighting, you will not be able to see it. But the center speaker, if you disconnect the center speaker, your sound system will be much better. Really easy to do. You basically pop the grill off, disconnect the wire, and everything will work fine. On the side here, this is where your lighting controls are. If you look at your lighting controls, obviously we have auto, on, and parking. But there are two buttons on the side. If you look, you have this button here and this button here. If you really look up close, everything that has the squiggly lines that is facing to the left, if you see this facing to the left, that is your front side of the RV. So that's your headlights, and this would be your fog light button here. On this right-hand side, if you want to know what this light, it doesn't seem like it does anything, that actually turns your tail light on. So if you're driving during the day, and let me see if I can get a better angle at that. If you're driving during the day and it's a slightly overcast, sometimes it's nice to have your taillights on. And some of the other features, let's see here. One feature that it came that I did not like at all was if you actually went to a gas station and you put it in park and you open the driver's side door to fill up with gas, all your doors automatically unlock. That would be the passenger door and your side door. So I really didn't like that feature. I'd like to have those remain. And I went through everything in the manual, and there's nothing in the manual to keep those doors locked. So what I've discovered was, if you put it in park, shut the engine off, and you actually take your key fob, if you take your key fob and you hit the lock button, then you open the side door, all those doors will remain locked. That's actually, I really like that feature. I think I discovered it by accident. I tried many different combinations of hitting the lock button, holding on to the lock button. But again, shut your engine off, lock it with your key fob, and then go out your side door, and all your other doors will remain locked. I can't speak for the regular Sprinter van, but for this cab chassis with the RV side door, it does work. I've tried it numerous times. I mean, I've done it for about a year, so it works perfectly. So with this RV, if you have the equalizer leveling jacks, you see the panel there. So when you use the jacks, what happens is there's a loud buzzing alarm that goes off, and there's numerous ones. The panel has the alarm that goes off, as well as if you look up here, I'm going to open up this door so we get some more lighting here. So over on this side, you will see that there's a stabilizer down light, and on the side of it, there's actually a speaker here. And that thing cranks out some very annoying noise. So what I did was I disconnected the wires here just to the speaker, so the light still works and the alarm at the panel still works. This is basically, they had this alarm originally for the other stabilizers, the ones that go in the rear bumper area. So I disconnected this and kept this safety feature here, as well as the alarm that's physically sitting on the panel. So I highly recommend that, because that is absolutely annoying. If you ever say, "Hey Mercedes," by accident, and she comes on, all you have to do is hit the home button and it will cancel out. You don't have to talk to it. Just hit any one of these buttons up here and it will physically shut that feature off. Let me go over some of the ones I like. "Hey Mercedes,
How can I help?
turn on the passenger seat heating."
I'm switching on the seat heating on the front passenger seat.
So you can see the light physically came on, and you can do the same thing for off. To speed up the video, I'm actually going to shut it off, but you can still use the same voice commands. And I know some people do not use the navigation on the dash. They probably use their phone. We use a combination of both. But if you have your home address pre-programmed in here, one of the things you can say is, "Hey Mercedes,
How may I help you?
take me home."
I will show you the way.
And then your navigation comes on. So I'm going to shut that off. So let's go to some other commands that that I found out. There's probably many more, but these are ones that some are cool, some are basically useless. So let's go over a few of them. "Hey Mercedes,
How may I help you?
what's the outdoor temperature?"
The outside temperature is 76 degrees Fahrenheit.
If you ever want to know what your fuel level is, there's numerous ways to say this command, but here's some of them. So obviously on your dash, you have the physical fuel gauge. So it's not going to tell you anything in gallons, but it will tell you the destination to empty. So if you ask a question like this, which I've discovered is very accurate. I've driven it all the way to basically within 2 miles of what it said, and I barely made it to the gas station, but it was accurate. So, "Hey Mercedes,
How can I help?
how many miles can I drive?"
You can still drive 327 miles.
So if you ask her how much gas is left, or a combination of questions like that, it goes right to that feature. "Hey Mercedes,
How can I help?
find me an In-N-Out burger."
Showing 5 results matching in and
So
out.
you can see, I'll shut that off again. Okay. "Hey Mercedes,
How may I help you?
I need diesel."
Here are several gas stations that may provide diesel.
"Hey Mercedes,
How can I help?
what is my fuel consumption?"
Your average consumption since the start of the journey is 0 miles per gallon, and since the last reset 10.2 miles per gallon.
There's probably other ones, so if you know of any, feel free to make some comments down below. I'd like to know some of the functions. These are ones that we do use. There are, of course, some funny ones. You could probably do this with your kids, and they'd probably get a kick out of this, but let me see if this one works. I've tried it. It has worked before. So, "Hey Mercedes,
How can I help?
can we be friends?"
When you say that, it makes it all worthwhile.
"Hey Mercedes,
How may I help you?
can we be friends?"
I was going to say the same thing. I was just waiting for the right moment.
"Hey Mercedes,
How may I help you?
do you want to get married?"
I am not that into rings.
She's not that into rings. "Hey Mercedes,
How can I help?
I love you."
I love you too.
All right, that's really it. If you have any others that you can think of, please do share. And I do ask, if you do like this video, please hit thumbs up and, of course, subscribe. I do have quite a few more videos in line. I just haven't had the time to really work on them. So hopefully I get to share them with you in the future. They're going to roll out very slow. I'm pretty busy. So stick with me. So hit subscribe, thumbs up, and see you on the next video.